All right, we'll go with 3, 2, 1, play.
No, wait, no, wait. I didn't know what you were doing.
We're leaving that in.
And we're back with nothing.
It's been a long time since we've seen any of this.
Yeah, I have no idea what we were doing, so...
Well, you're trying to make all of these quests go away, and then we're trying to beat the final boss.
I'm trying to make the game go away.
Well, that's the plan, right? You know, the faster we can make the game go away, the faster we no longer have to play it again.
Yes, we...
I hear there's a sequel.
No, there's no sequel to this game.
Are you sure?
That's a lie perpetrated by the NSA.
I see.
And we are in some Aztec ruins that, for some reason, I don't even remember.
Are we sure they're Aztec?
Yeah, they're all Aztec.
Okay.
All ruins are Aztec ruins. I don't care if they're in Egypt.
Here we go.
Well, maybe there were Aztec in Egypt.
These ruins identify as Aztec.
Go anytime.
I see. They're trans ruins.
Yeah.
Hey, the enemies aren't impossible.
No, they're
You
not.
seem to actually be doing damage.
I think
Okay,
things are starting to smooth out in this game just a bit.
Did you finally get the hang of it after 20 videos?
No. Maybe a little.
Maybe a little. I hope so. Hey, you found a weakness.
Yeah, it's called this game to me.
Here I go. Take my power.
You know what her hair looks like? I feel like I've made this joke before, but I don't remember because we've done so many videos now. But do you know what her hair looks like?
It's been so long since we've done this that, I mean, it might be that you've made that joke before or not.
Well, anyway,
world may never know.
It looks like... Did you ever... You know that game, that board game that when we were kids it was called Cooties? And you build the little ant-looking thing and it had the tongue that, like, curly-Q thing. It looks exactly like that.
Oh. I vaguely recall such a thing. Vaguely.
Did you say
Hey,
specs?
people are leveling up.
Do I look cooler now?
No, you're obnoxious. I'm putting her back in the
What?
party. I'm gonna put her back in the party.
Who?
Whatever her name was. God, I don't even remember. The one with the megaphone.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
God.
make this-
Are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna make this the most atrocious
You may have to
run
do the
this
rest of
game
these
ever.
videos online by yourself. You really had to look for... You had to really make sure that there was nothing else up there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Enemies respawn, though.
I make a lot of mistakes like that. You know how many mistakes I make like that? Like, I'm so unsure that Audacity is even running right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and click over and check. Okay, it's running. Okay.
Well,
I did something
okay,
right
that's
for a
good.
change.
I mean... Mistakes playing this game, I think, are understandable. Because it's basically like... Hey, how can we make this stop? That... The map says no!
It looks like something that you might want to jump over, but you don't actually jump over it.
I know. But fortunately there's a handy RPG map that makes this, that clarifies this for you.
Just like 5 things that don't really do anything to you except heal each other.
Yeah.
Like, they can't kill you, but they're gonna sit there and heal each other all day. They're just gonna lock you down in the game and force you to hit reset.
Well, if they don't lock you down, then, I mean, you know, come on. I mean, they have to lock you down, obviously. This wouldn't be a shitty RPG if enemies didn't lock you into an infinite loop of hurting them and them healing themselves.
For the record, fire worked there.
Yeah, well, it does occasionally. It either works or it really doesn't. There doesn't seem to be any middle ground.
Just like these these semi-overly cute rabbit faces that are like suffering on the ground,
Wow.
and Segami just beats him to death with a hammer.
I like the fact that they all have like this personal space circle around them that they can't like get close enough to like fight properly.
Well, I mean, you've been watching this game. They all hate each other.
I know, but it's like you look at it and it's like, well, I mean, it's not that bad. And then like that one point right there, where just a minute ago, where they were like, where she was trying to like walk past to get close enough to hit the enemy, and it's like, no, you can't. She has a 4-foot wall around her. It's her personal space. Don't break it.
I love the strategy element of this game that's like, that should be there but isn't. To where it's like there's enemies that have attacks that can hit the entire group if you clump together.
Yeah.
But you have to clump together because you can't do anything from a distance.
What?
And if you try to on any regular basis, you lose all of your SP and then you're in the same situation.
Yeah. This game seems to have... I believe I've said this before, but this game has serious balance issues.
Yeah, you actually said it in the last video, which I had to review before throwing this one up, because it's been like 3 months since we've done one of these.
It's been a long time, and
it hurts
I'm not
just
really
as
that
bad.
sad.
Right up
It still
front.
hurts. It still hurts.
We can call tech
Hurts so
support.
good. Credit obtained +1. What a wonderful skill name. Couldn't they have tried harder?
Yes, they could have tried harder in a... There's a whole lot of areas in this game where trying harder was an option.
And they didn't do it. Not once.
And it spreads, too, because, like, I mean, I could be trying harder playing it, too, and I'm just not.
Well, that's not your fault. That's kind of more the fault of the game makers, making
Please
it so that
make
you don't
this
actually
fun.
want to make... Yeah, right. If the game were fun, that'd be a different story, but the game's not fun.
Dreamcast had to have, like, spun her curling iron in midair to get that look.
It's not real hair. She's a Sega Hard Girl. They don't have real hair. They probably don't even have real bodies. They're like clones of clones of clones of hardware of something that doesn't exist.
It's like you brush past one only to realize they're made of plastic. Oh, she
Yeah.
still has that hip problem, too.
Yeah, that never went away.
Your processing speed is garbage. It's my turn.
And they talk over each other. None of them like each other.
No, I don't think they do. Well, except that you keep getting, like, lily points for them or whatever. I'm not sure if that ever does any good.
It's all lies.
Feeling for you. Flame soul slice.
See, and that would be the best time for them to be talking over each other. Like, all three of them should have a line that they say at the exact same time when one of those comes up.
Yeah. I mean, anything to make the game seem less competent.
Going all out.
I mean, if it was that way, at least then you could be like, yeah, they just didn't know what was going on. But I feel like there were people making this game that knew how to make games and just didn't.
Well, they were all the... This is the first game with an entirely blind and deaf cast.
I don't know what happened here. Did I, like... did I take a bathroom break, or...
You went and got some cheese.
I need to fold my socks real quick. then I come back and it's like, oh, that was really fun. Folding those socks was the best thing that happened to me today. Well, I guess I better get back
Shit,
to
did I
this.
leave the recorder on?
Oh, I moved it.
Yeah, she flinched.
That might not have been me. That might have been the game.
Yeah.
Won't let you get away.
So, cute bunnies and Cthulhu monsters so far in this level.
You know, it could be worse. It could be abstract shapes.
Well, that was the last video.
I know. That's why I'm saying it could be worse.
3 months and you still remember that? I guess this game
No,
does
no, I
give
don't.
us nightmares.
I'm just riffing off of you. That's fine. Why would I bother to remember this game?
I don't know.
Take my power.
Yeah, I'll play through the entire Hyperdimension Neptunia series someday when I finished every other game that I want to play more.
Which is every other game that you own.
That's not...
Take
entirely true. I mean, I own a copy of Circus Caper.
Okay, I don't even want to... I can't keep count of how many times you brought up Circus Caper during just this game at this point, but I'm starting to get the
parallels are striking. In the sense that both are horrible games.
I'm starting to get the feeling that I'm going to find every medal in this game, and in the very last stage, before the very last boss fight, there's going to be one more medal, and I'm just going to ignore it.
Have you really been 100% on the medals so far?
Not... pretty close. There's a couple
Really?
levels where I haven't gotten them, but for the most part, yeah.
That's surprising.
And they're pretty easy to go back to and find.
Yeah, they don't seem to be particularly well hidden.
Well, this will be one of those obnoxious games where you actually can't get, like, the good ending without doing every single thing at 100%. Which is what's not gonna happen.
I'm glad that you said that.
I mean, if the only alternative is an ending where they all die horribly, then to me that is the good ending.
We saw that ending. That was the one where you all went and fought the final boss with no experience points.
Well, that wasn't really an ending though. That had to happen. That was part of the game.
We could have ended the game there if you hadn't if you had cut off the part where they're like, now let's go back in time.
You're right. This is my fault.
Yeah, this is all your fault.
God, it's like a horrible episode of Doctor Who. It's like an episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah. I was gonna make that joke, but I'll let you fall on that grenade.
Well, I wasn't sure which direction to take it, but I thought the redundancy joke wouldn't have done it. We should over-explain this joke now that we've made it. There's nothing better for us to do. What is that thing that we're fighting?
It's a
Axe-wielding
dragon? Dragon axe?
Or Peach
It's
dragon?
a viral dragon. It's a viral high lizard.
No,
That's
the
what it
dragon
says on
wasn't
the
named
screen.
Peach. What was the dragon's name?
What? What dragon?
In Peach Dragon.
I don't know.
Elliot.
I've never
It
seen
was
Pete's
Elliot.
dragon.
That's Elliot.
Was it? Okay.
It's Elliot with an axe.
I'm glad that you remember. Wow, that thing looks like it's going to be really hard to kill.
Do your best. Flame soul slice.
Oh, nice.
You know they made a sequel to Peach Dragon recently?
Just perfect time.
Really?
Yeah, and I saw a commercial for it, and I never went to see it because after I saw the commercial, I was convinced that the movie could have been called Tyler Perry's Peach Dragon.
Oh. That's a pity.
This is the first time I think we've seen an EXE drive, so...
Yes, it is. At least I don't recognize this at all.
It was kind of cool, but it cut off really abruptly with the music. So.
Yeah. Like, the music makes you think that something cool is going to happen, and then she just hits it with the hammer, and then it stops.
I'm done.
I'm done. Game over. I used up all my SP. Hey, look, a baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me you get the baseball.
Yeah.
I might have missed it. I don't know.
It was right there.
I don't have the best track record for paying attention in this game.
I'll agree with you there. But again, that's not a blemish on your record. Oh!
There we go.
You got it.
Baseball received. Acquisition.
And by
baseball.
received is the wrong word. Like
I
I mean,
know.
technically it's
Obtained is the word that they were looking for.
yeah. They just didn't do words good. Is there a reason that you went into this dungeon specifically?
I don't remember. I think I was going through quests at the beginning, so
But what was the mission?
I don't remember.
Here we go.
And you can only grab one mission at a time, so it's like it's got to be the screen somewhere, right?
It's been so long since I've reviewed this video that, I mean, I recorded this one after our last one, and then we never got around to it, so
It's my turn.
it's very possible that somewhere in here, I'm going to pull up the menu and look at the quest to remind myself.
You forgot to heal Dreamcast Girl.
I don't care. What has she done
Well,
for
she'll
us?
just die.
Do your best.
Damage to enemies?
Flame soul slice.
we all know who the real enemies are in this game.
Oh, so you do heal her.
Check this out.
It's funny that she has an HP limit breakthrough spell that also heals, and then she has a heal spell that costs the same number of SP.
And heals a lot more.
Well, no, yeah. Well, no, but the heal spell doesn't do much at all.
Oh no, flip that. Yeah, the heal one is terrible. The HP limit one is great.
Yeah.
But it's I think it's actually 50 SP points more.
Yeah.
It might. I think it might be 50 and 200 actually, but it doesn't matter because I mean, one heals a small fraction of your health, and the other one doubles your hit points and heals all of that.
What should I do?
Like it's more than a factor of 4 difference in effect.
Yeah, I think you're like. I think you're meant to have Plutia in the party if you're planning on healing. Like, no one else really has much in the way of healing except Game Gear, and she does everything through items, so you know how that works in RPGs.
Well, normally in RPGs you just buy items and use them. In this one, though, that doesn't seem to be a possibility.
Yeah, so it's like, you're out of healing items. Good day.
You are the weakest link.
And it's not even one that, like, improves the healing of the item. It just lets you use it twice, so you're using up more of them quicker.
Yeah, I know. A lot of the recent dungeon crawlers from Experience do that, where it's like, oh, you can use 2 items at once. It's like, I don't usually want to do that. If I'm using items, it generally means that something's already wrong.
There's always kind of a disappointment too, like in the Etrian games, where you've got items that you can use, but they're not even like a fraction as good as the spells that are similar, so you can't have a character throwing items out, solving problems.
And, I mean, at least in some of the recent Etrians, some of those items get really rare, and so it's like, yeah, I can use my one, fire pot, or whatever it's called, but this is just a single random encounter, and it's not worth it. Oh boy.
Yeah, I was not going to let science have any role in this game.
It doesn't already. So are we almost at another quantum time switch or something?
I don't know, but I think something horrible is about to happen in this game.
You've only got 5 more missions that you can complete out of the apparently 7 that are left.
I think if I finish 1 or 2 of them, a few more pop up.
Oh, look, the time meter just got 30,000 more hit points. I'm sure that's not going to make it difficult to...
Oh, no, I get to pick.
Oh. You get to pick?
Yeah. I think I went with 30,000 hit points, too.
But that's horrible.
No, because everything else is just, like, a drag on everything you would try to do to it.
Well, couldn't you just increase it, make, I don't know, defense invalid or something? Or does that mean that...
I increased its magic defense.
Okay. Well, that's
like, how much magic have we
right.
used, though?
Yeah, not much. Do we get to cycle back again and fight it again and like make all the missions reappear again?
Yes, I think so. They implied that. So if we don't, then there's a lot wrong with this game.
Well, it's unbeatable is one thing.
I tried doing those extra quests at the bottom, the skill slots.
Yeah.
I can't touch the enemies in those levels.
Oh. Well, maybe you're... Well, they're book skills, so... they're not... Yeah.
No, it wasn't a case of it was difficult. It was a case of, 2 damage.
Right. Yeah, they're book skills. I mean, you're not going to do the challenge the time meter again anytime soon either.
Yes, there's a legend at a warehouse.
Legend of a Mirror.
Okay, I didn't actually hear that.
I think that's
all right.
all right.
When we were given something, it said obtain.
I know. We've already established that the team that worked on this was... I'm not sure if there's a word in the English language to describe just how disjointed they were.
Defunct?
No, not... Well, they were defunct too, but I'm thinking more along the lines of disorganized, but to the extremes that are not possible to describe using words.
It's my turn.
Yes, it is your turn. Thank you.
You don't have to tell me that. I have no way to stop it being your turn. Other
Well,
than
you
to end
could-
your turn,
Blame
which is a turn.
Yeah, exactly.
you.
Even my choice not to perform any actions is in itself human action. Hey, look, fever.
Do your best.
Immune.
All out.
Oh no, thank goodness.
Done.
I think I F through the short straw on all of those. I'm probably gonna forget and use fire again here.
Are these guys strong against fire? I don't even remember. The enemies all look the same.
Well, no, I
Even though
actually
they all
think
look
that
different?
their defenses change depending on whether you're in Mega Drive or Saturn or Dreamcast era.
Nowhere.
That's... Well, I think they're different enemies that have this... They're like palette swaps of each other.
No, they weren't.
I promise.
No, I think
There's
they
only one
are.
color of the gold coin guy.
No, but he might have like a mustache or something.
Level up.
No, that didn't happen anywhere.
It could be. I don't know. I don't think that the people that made this game were smart enough to make the enemies have adaptive elemental characteristics in different eras. I think that they're just generic enemy types, and they're the same for every enemy type. Now, it might be that they have some of the exact same enemy models with different names. I'd buy that. Like, that's a thing that could happen. It's just a... What?
The fact that I'm
What a stupid thing.
the fact that I'm only finding these new weapons now leads me to the conclusion that we're early in the game still.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, you saw how many hit points the Time Eater had.
I can go anytime.
I wonder if those, like, enemy things, what are they, Hachibes? I wonder if those things are a deliberate reference to, that anime that everybody likes. Magic Madoka? I forget.
I've never seen that. Do people like it?
It has this ridiculously huge fan following. I watched it. I didn't think it was really anything special.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. Maybe I missed what was good about it, but
You probably didn't. I mean, My Little Pony has a fan following.
no.
Of
I mean,
dudes.
it's not.
Just,
No,
you know.
no. I mean, like, I mean, I know. I've heard of the bronies, and I my heart goes out to them in the sense that I am terrified.
No.
and hope that they don't attack
Don't
me.
give any credit to a group of people that sounds like they're a chocolate dessert, but aren't.
Over already.
Does that sound like a chocolate dessert to you?
It's like one letter away, dude. Come on.
What?
You made me pull out the dude.
Well, the dude abides.
Does the dude abide?
That's
Is that a Big Lebowski
that's what I've heard.
reference?
Yes, it was.
I've never seen that whole movie.
Well, okay.
I'm not paying attention to the game anymore, are you?
I mean, I'm watching it. It's on the screen. I see If running around. She's gonna climb like a doofus. I noticed that you got a baseball.
On the base.
Great. Got a baseball. I noticed that you completed the mission, so technically we can leave now.
Oh no, there's medals.
Here we go.
Oh, right. You're actually going to go after them.
Woo. Here we go. Woo. Jump.
I can't tell you how angry it makes me when a character yells jump when they jump. No one does that. Not in any language. Are you still... You're still looking
No, this
for
is me
medals.
confusing gaining experience for going for a jog.
I see. Well, if you had the right shoes, you would gain experience by running. I've played Dragon Quest III.
Jump.
Hey, at least we get to listen to the wonderful score of this game. Please be done, please be done. Oh, alright, you're done. You can leave now. Please leave now. No, 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 that's the wrong way.
It's like every first level of a Sonic Adventure game done poorly.
It is a lot like that, yeah.
Because that's always the one where they try to wow you with the, like, happy, peaceful music, just getting into the start of your adventure.
Yeah.
And then only the first Sonic Adventure was good, so, you know, you kind of have to rely on the music at that point.
I don't know, I thought Sonic Adventure 2 was alright.
No, Sonic Adventure 2 was, like, technically speaking, it was as good as the first game. The problem was the first game gave you 5 characters, all of who played a little bit differently. And in the second game, you had 3 characters that played differently, and then another set of 3 characters that played exactly the same as the first set.
I'm aware of that. I'm not saying that.
Well, that's what made it work.
Sonic Adventure 2.
That's where it was like they're getting lazy because you know, like Tails didn't even fly with his tails. They put him in the same mech that Robotnik had and had him.
I know. It was. I mean, I played those games. I mean, I certainly don't think that Sonic Adventure 2 was good enough to 100%. I mean, hell, I don't think I ever actually even beat it.
Now, the best thing about Sonic Adventure 2 was buying the GameCube version and playing the races. They weren't that great, but they were more fun than playing the actual game.
Well, that's...
But then you had to unlock stuff. Like, you could unlock Green Hill Zone as one of them. One of the racetracks.
That's nice.
Oh my god, are we finished? I think we're done.
No, we're not.
Why aren't we done?
Because you've got 4 more missions before we have to step back in time.
It sure feels like it's been a half hour.
I don't know, my clock only says 27 minutes.
Oh, there's an event.
Hey,
oh
look,
yeah,
an
there's
event.
an event. We have to do an event. I guess we have to pay attention now.
I hazard to note to you that there has not been any event in this game that we've ever actually had to pay attention to.
Fighting for a little while. I'm quite surprised.
I forgot she's a bike that
It's
talks.
all because I was
How did I forget that she was a bike that talks?
special way with people, you know. You just have to be able to read people in a way that'll... Yeah, get over yourself. You know
Thank
they're
you.
just gonna fight anyway, right?
Did we conclude in previous
Why would you
videos
say
that
that?
IF is the only one that
You really
even
think you can
approaches
make someone
being
have to change
tolerable?
your heart by yelling at them?
No, I don't. You may have concluded that for yourself, but I'm not there yet.
I said comes close. Like, she occasionally says something that it's like, yes, thank you.
A lot of the characters say things that make me say yes, thank you, because all of the characters do is basically riff off of each other for no really compelling reason.
You mean like this dialogue?
Yes, that's all they do. One of them says something stupid, and the other one riffs on it, and then and it's dumb. But I don't think If's the only one doing it. I refuse to call her IF.
No more goddesses or Sega hard girls are born after. I don't know. Maybe your theory is more plausible.
Whatever. I'm gonna go
That
smoke a
doesn't
cigarette.
sound too pleasant. I really don't want to see that.
See what? What? Huh? I thought I was listening to this, and I still don't understand what's happening.
Easier said. The history's already been decided. Or did you have an idea?
Oh wait, is Sega riffing on itself not making systems anymore? I think that's what this dialogue is about.
I think
Don't
so.
lose your head in the process, okay? Even if the outcome leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, we have to wait and see how this battle will end.
So, if
Let me give you a hint. It culminates in Sega finally coming around to making this game.
They don't call you
yeah, which is kind of a this in Sonic 06, it's kind of a death spiral.
Well, okay, let's be fair. This is better than Sonic 06.
Well, this is yes. That's true. Yes.
Like, skin flaying is better than Sonic 06, though, so...
We need a screenshot of that. That needs to
Of someone having their skin flayed?
No. Of if basically saying you're such an asshole. That needs to be the cover. That needs to be the cover for this video.
Well, I think I can select the thumbnail, but I never bothered to learn how.
crap.
Even if you can't, you can select it, but it's probably not going to be one of the 3 that YouTube gives you. You're probably going to need to screen cap the frame and then upload that. But it's totally going to be worth it. It was somewhere between 29 and 30 minutes. You need to find it and make that. That has to be. It has to be done.
I'm going to keep thinking of ideas until we get to the end.
Because that was like.
So they're in the brainstorming stage after all this time.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're about to reset time again, so they may as well brainstorm.
Wait for them to start fighting again.
Yeah.
I told you that's not gonna happen.
That's totally gonna happen.
So, short answer: should I buy this game and play through it?
No.
We've been pretty busy since we got here.
That's the shortest answer I can give, unfortunately.
Maybe we can just hang out
Short
and
answer:
go
no.
sightseeing
Long
or
answer:
even in the
hell
other
no.
areas. It's not called sightseeing. It's called investigation and observation.
None of which we have
What
been
do you wanna
doing.
do, Segami?
We've been running around hitting things with
I'm
sticks.
coming with you two, obviously.
And jumping, and yelling "jump" while jumping.
Well, you're persistent this time. Just let her do what she wants. If
Yeah,
not,
Segami wasn't
never hear the
persistent
end of it.
at all before.
I don't know that any of these characters have any persistent characteristics. Whether persistence is one of their persistent characteristics is
Well,
a
Segami
moot
won't
point.
die, I know that.
Yeah. I don't know, you could break the little video game card that this game is on. That would be like her
There's
dying.
thousands more.
Yeah, but you don't own
If
them.
she actually goes through with something like that, I'll have a great reason to slap her around.
You know what you should do is you should buy every copy of this game and turn it into a shirt of chain of scale mail.
To what end?
Anyone that tries to harm you will damage copies of this game.
What was Tool gonna say? No, she didn't.
Stupid.
You're lying. What? What?
None of that made any sense, but nothing that these people say makes sense.
Why would you say that? No, you wouldn't. Nobody would. Yeah, that's... Well, it would be worse than that. She would probably scream for help. That's not what you do. You don't do that. Oh my god, someone wrote that.
I know. Isn't it great?
This character is named Stick for no reason.
Hey, stick to the facts.
I liken myself onto an insect that is like a stick, but no.
Another great musical track here.
Are we done now? Please tell me we're done now.
I think we're just
Report the
about done
quest.
now.
We're good for now.
For now. Weak enemies obtained. Yeah, we wish.
Save the game. Come on, do your thing.
Imagine if at the end of this we observed that you forgot to save.
by the end of us making all of these videos, it's going to be me shouting at myself playing the game.
Isn't that basically what it already is?
Yes, but not loud enough yet.
Well, yeah, clearly.